Chris Chan in prison more likely than you'd think.
Woo!
This is a great story.
Oh, dude, it's a great ending to the saga, I think.
I hope it ends here, honestly, because if it goes much worse, it's going to be real bad. It can't get worse than this, which I don't have any wood to knock on, but holy fuck.
I mean, he could become a prison concubine, you never know.
I hope she doesn't.
Yeah, I mean,
Go
will the internet find out, though, is the thing.
I hope.
There are already people committing crimes in Charlottesville trying to get arrested so they can go to the same jail.
Are you
I'm
fucking
not-
kidding me?
I'm not joking.
Dude, Vice needs to get on this. That's some next level journalism.
This is a real occurrence.
Scared straight with Chris Chan.
Dude, what if that jail just goes full, like, Dead Space and they get, like, a Sonic Chew cult? Imagine that shit. I want, like, Chris Chan to be the domino that leads to, like, Mad Max fucking global war.
Everybody building the necklace, but it's like a really big one.
They set it on fire and they sacrifice people to it and shit.
Absolutely. I didn't watch the video. Like, people have been, like, stealing her license plates off of her car and shit while she's in jail.
Jesus Christ.
Just having a rough go.
I'm
of it.
surprised.
I have no idea.
I'm
Go
surprised
ahead.
they can even drive.
Yeah, I'm surprised she can either. I mean, no, I'm thinking of something else. She didn't drive her van into a fucking GameStop, right? That was somebody else.
Yeah, that was somebody else, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I do know that Chris Chan has a history of harassing women, let's say, at a GameStop. That was like the first thing, right? That was like the I'm trying to make a cool reference, but it's not coming.
Don't forget the,
It was the first
secret racism, too.
Well, that wasn't so secret, right? Or is that just something that people don't?
Yeah, not a lot of people talk about it, I think.
Apparently,
See.
okay. Apparently, she had a suspended jail sentence for macing a GameStop worker.
Wow. There must have been a fun shift.
And no workers' comp. Now that I remember, Chris Chan's first exposure to the internet was like a video contest of some sort.
Yeah, it was for a Sonic thing.
Right. It wasn't the GameStop thing. Although that was like right after, if I recall correctly. It's been a while. I haven't brushed up on my lore, which is a fucked up thing to say about another person.
Yeah.
Haven't caught up on the Sonichu lore.
And
On this thing that somebody put their entire lives into and then raped their mother.
I love that one thing that somebody did where it's like, man, if Chris Chan was alive in Greek times, they would most definitely be written about. We would be reading about them today. They'd be talked about by philosophers and shit.
The next Plato.
Oh. Like, damn.
Could you imagine if all the philosophers in Greek times were fucking morons? They were just mouth-breathing dipshits.
Dude, imagine if all
And
the
we would never
philosophers
know.
of old times were just all like variants of Joe Rogan. Waxing philosophical on top of the mountain, talking about chimps and togas.
But they actually are just saying bullshit and they have an editor.
Like, dude, have you tried olive oil? You need to get it into your diet. You gotta work it in. It's got great benefits.
Oh, did you see that tablet of that stone tablet of that monkey ripping that guy's face off? That shit was crazy.
That sounds cool as hell. Man, I get in on man. Let's travel back in time. Let's clone Joe Rogan, put him back in time, dress him up in a toga, sandals, whole 9 yards, and get them like a prehistoric microphone.
Fit right in. He would fit right in.
Just
Listen to that.
start go like. No, he would invent NoFap, wouldn't he?
Is Joe Rogan known for NoFap?
I'm pretty sure that sounds like something he's talked about.
I can't remember, but it seems like something he would recommend trying. It'd be really funny if he did like Sober October and included no jacking off.
That just
Didn't the Catholic Church invent NoFap?
Maybe. I mean, again, it would be another thing in a long list of stuff that's hilariously ironic for the Catholic Church, but
what the fuck?
True. What's up?
I look up Joe Rogan NoFap, and apparently he talked about it on the episode with Jordan Peterson and Terry Crews.
Like, was it both of them at the same time, or are these two different episodes?
No, it says it's Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan, and Terry Crews discuss NoFap.
yeah, that's
What the
that's
fuck?
all the same episode. I love like the amount of people he gets on there. He gets such strange like combinations sometimes.
Yeah.
What?
You know what I love?
What the fuck did? Oh, what's
Absolute
that?
best type of Joe Rogan episode is when he gets two conspiracy theorists on at once, but they have different views, and he just sits back like he's watching the fucking monkeys tear themselves apart in the zoo. It's hilarious.
I watched one of the Elon ones just to piss myself off, and that guy is so fucking up his own ass.
Dude, he'll talk for like 20 minutes about AI ethics, and then Joe's just like, have you ever tried DMT?
And he's right. He's like, "Do you want to smoke this blunt?" And he's just like, "Yeah, fuck it."
Like maybe this will chill this guy the fuck out. What have I done?
It didn't. It made him worse.
Oh, yeah.
People have this misconception of weed that if you're high, you get cooler. No, you get way more annoying.
I mean, whatever you got going, it just boosts you, you know?
Yeah, it's like the being drunk makes you fun in that way, but weed just makes you really fucking.
It's like Joe Rogan is like on a show. He's like babysitting some like really shitty egotistical people, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this kid. Give him some weed.
He was like, Elon was like drinking too. He'd like
Oh,
a couple glasses of
yeah, he got
whiskey.
crossfaded.
Yeah, and he was just the most insufferable. At least Kanye was like fun.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, the Kanye
It's the
one
funniest
was...
interview I've ever
That
seen in
shit
my
was
life.
insane, like...
Just 2 hours of fucking nonsense.
Dude, you know what was a really great one was Joe Rogan and Post Malone, I think it was. That one was fucking entertaining.
I kind of refuse to watch it because what happened?
I don't even know who Post Malone is. They just talk about stupid shit. It was interesting.
I see.
Man, again though, like top tier Joe Rogan content. If it isn't Sober October, I'm telling you, man, it's the two opposing conspiracy theorists because they'll be like, man, like, come on, you really think 9/11 happened? And then like it's like the other guy's like, you telling me you believe there was a tower? That kind of shit. I love it. It's like planes didn't hit those towers. It's like you thought there was a tower to begin with.
There being images and like you could just go to the tower before. It's not like that fucking tower in Killer 7 where you just knock it over and it's cardboard.
It's like, nah, man, it's a refracted hologram from the ionosphere, man. It's all part of heart, bro. You gotta read. You're not reading the literature.
They get more and more validated with every day with that heart machine shit.
Oh yeah, like that thing in Dubai we were talking about.
Like that thing in
Yeah.
Dubai from last week.
You know, it was a fun one. I got misled when there was like this crazy like machine like screaming sound that was someplace in Texas. Like people were hearing it during a thunderstorm. And people are going around, there's like, oh, they're testing these hypersonic weapons in a nearby military base, or it's fucking Bigfoot or something.
It's Bigfoot?
Yeah, just shit like that. And then somebody posted a video and was like, no, you fucking idiots. It's a steam release valve at a goddamn university. Like, look, and you see the steam releasing as the noise happens. And everybody's like, oh. They just go on about their day.
There were so many of those videos like 10 years ago of like, what the fuck? Is this the devil? Or is it happening?
Yeah, those like freaky
Is
noises
now?
in the sky and shit. I still don't know what that was. I think it was an ARG for a movie or something.
It wouldn't surprise me. Everything fun is an ARG for some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it kind of saps the fun out of it.
So the Olympics, I guess. Do any of us care?
The video game music was pretty cool.
Yeah, they played Mass Destruction from Persona
That was
3 at the
fucking wild.
Olympics. Apparently a bunch of other stuff, but that's the one I know about. What's up, Mel?
And then there was the one fucking lady who just shot with like one hand on her fucking hip. As a
that
target
blew up.
shooter. Yeah.
Damn.
There were a couple comments that were like, "This is why they have to hit with two hands, because then it'll explode in their hands and go away."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you know better than the Olympic shooter.
Yeah.
Why is everybody online just Beaver?
How do you mean?
You know, just thinking that they.
Is that what you call that? That's pulling a beaver?
Yeah, she's here. I think she's not here, so she'll never know. But she is technically here. I think she had to go.
She's here in our hearts.
Damn.
Hearts.
Man, the Olympics.
She's like,
it's in.
feeling us chill on her shoulder. She knows we're talking shit.
There you go. It's in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they already have it in Tokyo like a little while back or something?
No, that was Beijing.
Oh, I'm just racist. They're all the same to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be in Tokyo like last year.
Oh, and then Corona happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And then they're still pissed because like doesn't Japan have some of the worst COVID rates right now?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah, it's
people.
National state of emergency.
Yeah, they're talking about COVID stuff, and then they're going out marching in the streets to protest about it, which seems a little bit ass backwards to me. But
Nah, when you're outside doing protests, or not while doing protests specifically, but outdoor contact is a lot less likely. Even being packed together like that. Like the police riots last summer were like no COVID spikes.
Huh. Oh,
That's what happens when you wear a mask and you be outside.
I got a fun one for that too. So this is kind of a tangent. I don't know if you have something for this on here. What's this thing? A Providence town or something where there was like a spike of COVID cases lately? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
It's some town somewhere. I think it's Providence town. I'm not sure. People were like, "Oh, look, the rates are going crazy here," and the media ran off with it. And I was doing some reading, and apparently there was what they call some sort of a gay pride thing going on there, but not regular gay pride. It was literally called like the Bear event or something, and it's just a giant week-long orgy or something like that. And so this guy was just like, I don't think this is exactly the best representation of like, Americans outside as a whole during COVID spread. I think this is a little bit more high contact.
Can you catch COVID from cum?
They need to do some tests on that.
I wonder. That is a real question now.
I volunteer
Doctors.
beef to be one of the test subjects.
Yeah. It's infertile, so there's no getting in the way of
Ah, there you
anything.
go.
No little spiky things to hook on to an egg.
Oh, and I have
The COVID egg.
I have a great one to add on if there's like a slot in between other news stories or at the end of other news stories. I got a good one. I was telling you about it earlier.
We're already done with the news. We put nothing in here.
Oh shit.
We'll talk about Activision, and then
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, the thing I posted earlier was pretty simple. It was literally just like, because there's worker shortages, fast food places were thinking about hiring prisoners, and apparently that's like,
Oh.
they're actually doing that in like Texas and Ohio.
wow.
Yeah, we gotta talk about
Perish
that
the
too.
thought.
So what's your shit, Jala?
Oh, that thing from earlier. This Robert W. Malone has been making been getting a little bit more coverage lately.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, he's a virologist, another kind of stuff like that, and
Oh, I thought you were making like a Post Malone joke.
no, Post Malone didn't throw on a
Okay.
lab coat. This is a real guy.
Okay.
So he's kind of blown up, and he's like, vaccines cause abortions. It's like, what's your source? Like, lots of pregnant women call me, or formerly pregnant women call me, and they say, well, my baby aborted because I took the vaccine. And people are like, okay, do you have any proof? He's like, no, they just call me. So on and so
That's
forth.
not an abortion. That's a miscarriage.
And yeah, I mean, all of them, all those, whatever it was. Your baby's dead, something like that.
Right.
And so now his latest thing is he's talking about how so we've moved goalposts. It's not just that the vaccine doesn't work. Now we've upgraded to the vaccine's gonna fucking kill you. So he's saying
I thought that was always the word.
no. Well, I don't. Really, I remember it just being don't need the vaccine. It won't fucking work or whatever. But now what he's saying is that him and his group are finding evidence. They're having Zoom calls talking about cases of ADE, antibody-dependent enhancement. And I won't pretend to have the IQ high enough to understand all of it, just because I read some articles on it. But in a nutshell, it's that a virus just it fucks with your immune system and like turns antibodies on you. So like dengue fever, for example, wasn't that bad at first, and then this ADE kicked in, and then all of a sudden it became fucking the dengue fever that we know and love. And so what he's saying is that this vaccine might cause coronavirus to basically just, say, oh, antibodies? Nah, we're going to hijack those, and it'll make it even deadlier. It'll spread through your body even more. Again, with no fucking proof, he's just saying, oh, I'm talking to people on Zoom calls, and it's looking like ADE or whatever. And,
that sounds like total fucking horseshit.
Yeah, and so what it is, at least from what I found, is that the way ADE works is that if a virus is capable of if ADE can happen in a virus, it can happen in a vaccine. But if a virus itself isn't susceptible to ADE, then the vaccine won't be susceptible. And as far as I found, like, other coronaviruses and SARS and shit like that don't really have that many, if any, cases. And then I dug a little bit deeper, and it turns out early animal trials of some of the vaccines did actually have ADE. And then, just like with dengue fever, they promptly fucking shit-canned that, and then moved on to the next thing. And like a year and a half later, however long it's been, there's been no human cases. There's been no animal cases. So, guy's talking out of his fucking ass. The cherry on top, though, when I was looking at his Twitter account, because of course he's using Twitter as his platform of choice, I see other doctors in his feed that he's retweeted, and I'm like, oh, these other doctors are supporting him. Maybe there's a grain of truth to this. I look at their shit, and lo and behold, one of them is the leader of the America's Frontline Doctors, I believe it's called. So I'm like, oh, this sounds official. I looked that up. It's an American right-wing political organization. Founded in 2019. And their leader was fucking at the January 6th riots. And their director and a couple other people were also arrested as a result of their connection to the Capitol attack. So...
Well, I mean...
Bullshit all the way down.
Should give them a chance. I mean, they got silenced by their government.
I mean, hey, he's saying that hydroxychloroquine, whatever the fuck, is good for you, so hey, he knows more than I do. Hey, he has a PhD. He knows more than I do.
Does it stand for fat hand?
Kind of looks like it. He looks like he'd be one of those fucking Weinstein Island fucking people.
Weinstein.
Yeah, he's got that look to him a little bit. Maybe that's rude of me to presume, but, all I'm saying is, this dude had an appearance on Bannon's fucking thing, so, what you see is what you get.
I thought you were making a joke. You were combining Harvey and Jeffrey Epstein, but nah, his name is Harvey Weinstein. I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is a little weird, isn't it? I feel like that's something Paul would say, like, Weinstein, Epstein? Who could be behind this, I wonder? And then insert gas chamber meme number 5,000 here.
Yeah. That's a low.
Oh yeah, that's slow hanging fruit.
Man, I wish Dr. Sebi was still alive.
Who's that?
It's the black, fake doctor who was rubbing ketchup on people, and they just believe.
By chance, was he from Zimbabwe? Because that sounds exactly like the people. You know what I learned? That video from, I believe it was Nigeria, actually. They eat the poo poo. That video. For the longest time, I thought that was a skit. That's real. That was a real fucking conference on gay people.
No. That was super anti-homo.
The way that they filmed it just made it look like a skit. It fucking blew my mind. It made it even funnier, really.
Yeah, no, that's super real.
Ugh. Man.
Anything else on this? There was fucking Activision. Wasn't there something else? Oh, prisons. Just giving prisoners to restaurants.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's interesting.
I feel like that's the easiest way to start a prison or like a prison break, right? Like you're on probation, you start working at a restaurant for 35 cents an hour. You just leave.
Yeah, I mean, what's stopping you from fucking getting a bowl, getting some of that oil, splashing it in the manager's face, and dipping out the fucking drive-through window?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like eat at a fast food place if there's a fucking prison guard there making sure that the workers don't run away on their breaks.
It just seems it's okay. We should start at the top of the issues, right? This
Right.
is slavery.
Yep.
It's just outright slavery.
Pretty much.
I mean,
yeah.
and it already happens. It's just not usually out in public. It's usually in the prisons.
Yeah, but now instead of paying more than $7.25 for a full-time job that you can't fucking pay rent on, they're just gonna hire prisoners to work for $0.
Yeah.
And isn't it just fucking great that LA had just happened to ban homelessness, to criminalize it entirely?
How do you criminalize not having a house?
They did it. I'm like, it's something about you can't loiter for more than 30 minutes.
What the fuck are they gonna do about Skid Row? Are they just gonna bulldoze it? What the fuck?
They're already like, there's already LAPD with assault rifles on beaches. killing people. Like, there's already videos of this. It's super real.
I get the mental image of
laws.
LAPD just like digging foxholes and shit. They're drinking fucking Kool-Aid out of pouches. They're like, oh shit, look, that one's got a long beard. Keep a bead on him. Jesus Christ, this country is a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's a disaster. Very cool that we're just going to criminalize homelessness while the eviction moratorium expires, so that lots of more homeless on the street suddenly, and you know who needs jobs? The restaurants.
Whew.
I wonder. Weird little
Yeah, it
thing,
really
huh?
makes you think. Gets those almonds stirring.
Weird little coincidence that the Democrats received $1 million in donations from real estate agencies just now. Really gets you thinking.
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah, diversity
wait
is our
till-
strength. Biden 2024, you know.
Can't wait till I get scooped up off the street and tried in the court of McDonald's and sentenced to
to work in the EA crypto.
Hey, if you get really...
no the fucking FIFA mine where they have all the PS4s.
When net running becomes a thing that people can just do, when virtual 3D becomes a thing, there's absolutely going to be virtual
Oh,
slavery.
for sure.
And you have to physically mine the cryptocurrency in the virtual world.
Virtual slavery, that's a band name. I'm writing that down.
That was like I hate to fucking talk about it much, but that was a Black Mirror episode, but it wasn't slavery, it was they were just getting a killer to confess to his crimes over the course of virtually like 100 years.
Huh.
Oh right, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what it's gonna
I've
be like.
that was also just in Ready Player One.
I've never I've never seen Black Mirror because, I mean, we're going to be living it in like 5 years or so. Give or take another 5 years,
Yeah.
so, you know.
It's only gonna be cooler.
Yeah, like shit. Man.
Yeah,
The funniest thing that never took off was in that same Black Mirror episode. At the end, the guy who gets the guy to confess the crime, he was like a hacker,
Mhm.
right? So, and he was really good at psychology or whatever. So at the end, he technically was spying on people being naked because he was a hacker. So they made him a sex offender in the sex offender registry. And when he's in your vision, he just appears as like a censored person.
What the fuck?
I remember
and I'm
that
sad
one.
That
Damn.
idea never took off. Because it's really fucking funny.
Man, you know what that makes me wonder? So, when you're on that registry, when you move into a place, you have to, like, go alert, like, all the fucking neighbors or something like that, right? What if you just, like, don't do that? Like, how do they fucking know? Do they just go and bother all the neighbors? Like, hey, did this guy tell you that he fucking jerked off at a fucking kindergarten playground? And they're like, no. Then they fucking bust your ass?
Like, you mean that censored guy?
It's like, yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. There's that guy down the street, but
I can't perceive it.
that would actually be fucking horrifying if you were like a victim, because you don't know which censored guy is your abuser walking around on the street.
it's like, Jesus Christ.
You just see a guy censored because he hasn't paid his parking ticket. You're like having a fucking meltdown in the Wendy's parking lot because you think that's your racist.
You know what would be even better? So they release a system to identify the censored people, but only through pseudonyms, like it's Xbox Live. So, but they have like Xbox Live names, like fucking Gash Destroyer 420 is outside. Thing is like, oh god, that's not my rapist. That was Bong Hit 87. Oh, I'm fine. God, what a future that would be.
Your randomly generated gamer tag. God damn.
Oh man, that's on your driver's license. That's like a Sam Hyde bit. That's something he would say in like 2072, like the sequel to 2070.
Government assigned gamer tags. I love it.
Gamer tag.
Government assigned gamer tags is your form of legal identification. Hey, I don't make the rules. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the politicians and the billionaires are the only ones that have gamer tags without numbers.
Sam Hyde's just like, I'm definitely gonna have to change my gamer tag, cause, all right, next slide.
You have to pay $1 million to get a space in your gamer tag. To get the underscores removed. What if we went back to lead speak?
Oh my god.
And that is how the legal system works. This is my bit.
Listen, DMV already has enough fucking trouble. If you start throwing in numbers into those names, they're gonna throw you out.
So we're all just gonna become Homestuck trolls.
Oh, you're right.
Oh man, Tumblr 2 releases on that day. Like, everybody look at my driver's license. Oh my god.
I got to imagine if the wrong person becomes a billionaire, the world will literally just become Tumblr.
Oh yeah.
Right? And I don't mean in the SJW way. I mean in that, like, super Hulakian home stuff way. That's a very real possibility. And I'm scared of cryptocurrency because...
Yeah, it'll enable this future where people can just... It's like hyper-real fucking internet world. They can just enable it.
Just flip that fucking switch. Internet world. We're here.
God, hyper-real internet
And
world.
queer.
That's like the sequel to Cruelty Squad. By the way, speaking of Cruelty Squad, I need to get like the opinion from the big brain that I know, which is you, Sal. Can you tell me? I have this homeboy that was trying to tell me that Cruelty Squad isn't like political. That it's just meant to be like it's based off of a GZ Doom shitpost. And I'm like, it can also be that.
Fucking insane.
That's what I told him. I was like, yeah, it can also be a GZ Doom shitpost, but it's kind of blatantly political. Like, what do you mean? It's not like it's in your face about it either, kind of, but it's like, it's there.
My followers call me debased.
It's
Like, what are you talking about? Or fucking... Was it like shortery pilled or something?
like fucking, like, give me your fucking thing on what that game is political about and how, like, so I can just relay it to him. Because I tried to explain, but I don't have all the knowledge about that game yet. I'm still playing it. It's really good, by the way.
I want to pull up this fucking quote, because it's going to drive me nuts. If
What is it?
Oh. It's fucking, oh my god, I hate using the internet.
Same.
Black suppositoried and debased.
What the hell is that?
That's just a thing that the guy says. I have thousands of followers that say I'm black suppositoried and debased. It's all because of the leftists, honestly.
Oh, it's like red
Black-pilled.
pilled and based. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the exact amazing quote. The super AI emerges from an extremely pornographic, ultra-hyper sucker fuck. The world becomes engulfed in a paroxysm of cum-fucked frenzy. It's all because of the leftists, honestly. I have thousands of followers that say I'm black suppositoried and debased. That's one NPC. But it's not political in any way, according to that guy. There's so much fucking. It's one of the most blatantly anti-capitalist things I've ever seen.
Yeah, like again, I'm only like 4 levels into it, and the whole setup of it is it's literally just libertarian death world. That's literally the whole point of the game. That's the underpinning of it.
The end of the game, you become the CEO with the CEO mindset after giving up your humanity completely.
Is that the true end?
That is
You know, he was trying to say the true end is why it isn't like political. I'm like, what do you mean?
It's the most political thing in that game. Is that ending? Out of his fucking mind. Cruelty Squad is extremely political. But if the creator says it isn't, I don't fucking know at that point. He probably thinks it's political. I don't know. He seemed very laissez-faire with interpretations. He kind of just doesn't give a shit what people think. And I think that's an interesting way of going about it, but it's still.
That's kind of my preferred way of going about it. You can have a message and it without being like, you know, hackneyed and it being fucking ham-fisted down. Like, what was the one ad about the gay woman in the army or whatever? And she's like, I go to other countries to shoot brown people, but you know I'm gay and proud.
I think that was
it was some military ad.
Yeah.
I think it was a riff on the CIA from like last year.
I thought it was a legit ad. I don't even know something, but you get the idea.
There was a legit ad though, where they're like trying to be woke.
Yeah.
It was the CIA. I think it literally was a CIA ad.
I think that one was Army, but there was a CIA one. I remember.
It's really funny seeing.
I keep seeing all these fucking billboards all over Washington that are like the next greatest generation. It starts now or something like that.
What, the Zoomers?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Or are they talking about Generation Alpha, which is just more Zoomers?
They're just like, Zoomers are gonna be exactly like people in the 1920s.
You know why I love
Racist.
Generation Alpha? Because invariably in 2030 or 2040 or whatever, we're gonna have Generation Beta. And the memes about that are gonna be fucking tremendous.
Oh man, can you imagine if they find the soy jacks?
Dude.
Like if they somehow dig deep enough in the peroxide.
Oh my god, he's just like me. Because it's like, think about it, we already make fun of like, fucking Zoomer, fucking millennial. Imagine like, fucking Beta.
I wonder if we're gonna get Generation Sigma eventually.
Why that?
Because that's the John Wick person.
Oh, that's gonna be the Mega Man generation.
What's left after Alpha? Are they gonna keep going with this naming scheme? Because it's been pretty fucking like nonsense so far.
Yeah, what is it? Millennial? No, Generation X, Generation
like
Z.
Boomer, Gen X, then Millennial, then Z, now Alpha. Like you just running out of things.
What the
to
fuck was
say.
Generation A? Was that cavemen?
That was the fish that were crawling up on land for the first time.
Generation B developed the external nutsack.
Generation R is, well...
Yeah, they're still around. They happen to make up the voter blocks for the right. Some things never change.
Oh, I'm laughing.
That's how you know it's good. It passes the litmus test.
Oh, fuck. Activision. Let's talk about Activision.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
So, did you have something?
No.
What's the deal with sweaters?
What's the deal with cameras in bathrooms?
Oh man, where do they even begin?
I'd like to start with that one because that's like the least egregious, right? Is IT guy at Activision puts a camera under the sink. Okay, pretty fucked. Next, I think what is funnier is they're both 2 degrees of fuck, right? But what is funnier next is like dudes just getting fucking hammered, absolutely wasted at work. It's 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, and they're just fucking going at it, right? Here at Blizzard. I am Blizzard in this scenario. And so we got dudes just crawling under cubicles and just taking pictures of women in their panties while fucking wasted. Like skirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting all them creep shots. That rules. That's fucking dudes rock, right? And so, another great one is this woman. I think Activision was Blizzard. I'm sorry, I was shopping around a cybersecurity convention, right? And there's this lady trying to sell me on her cybersecurity. And so instead of, talking to her like a human being, I say, "Do you like to get penetrated? How often do you get penetrated? Are you into that? How often? How many dicks can you fit in there?" And then I walk away. Next, I have what we here at Blizzard like to call the Cosby room, the Cosby suite.
Yeah, it's the sweater, bro. It's the floor. It's the carpet. That's all.
Yeah, and the big framed image of Cosby.
Yeah, it's just a kooky picture. Haha.
Yeah. I think this is before the Cosby shit came out.
Oh,
Yeah,
people
it was like BlizzCon 2013. So
people were talking about that for a minute.
Yeah, they were. So Cosby Suite, and my employees on their phones, rightfully as they should, my all-white male senior team here at Blizzard, was talking in a group chat. Just talking about buying whores, talking about chinks and kooks.
Yeah,
and
guys will be guys.
Just dropping them everywhere. Dropping all them slurs. We're good. That was it. Like, I want to say that was not Comic-Con. I forget where the fuck it was, but that was like 2013. So at this point, all this is coming through my California lawsuit, and all of my top brass are leaving. And then one more comes out. The big one.
Oh boy.
Right? This is the one where one of my senior leads goes on a business trip with this woman that he's been harassing for like 3 years. Sexually harassing for about 3 years. I force her to go on this trip with him. I believe she's engaged. And on the work trip, she kills herself.
What the fuck?
Did you not hear about this?
That one is new to me. Holy shit.
Yeah. That one's really
Man, I
bad.
feel bad for the fiance. Jesus.
Yeah.
And then they say that all of these allegations are like disrespectful to her.
So here's the 3 responses from Activision Blizzard, right? One is, these are all bullshit, this didn't happen. One is, I'm sorry if this ever happened.
Okay, we're moving up. We're moving up the list.
We're sorry if it happened. And one is, we're looking into it, maybe that happened. All of these were in like the span of 2 hours from different people at Activision.
Interesting. All right. We're getting an arc of a story
so-
here from Activision.
And it was like after their stock started dropping, basically.
Yeah. So the official story goes, this didn't fucking happen, but we're sorry if it did, which it might have, but no, it didn't. That's cool.
Yeah, it's Overwatch 2, everybody. Look forward to it.
Hey, new gay character.
Hey, I'm glad I jailbroke my Switch because now I can just pirate the Diablo remaster.
Ooh.
Hey.
Not that I was gonna pay for it anyway.
Now you're gonna pirate it 7 billion times, so they lose all their money.
Oh,
Exactly.
dude, if it worked that way, which I wish it did, I hope it does, I would do that if I could if I could single-handedly drive Blizzard into the ground. I'm so tired of them. They've ruined all my favorite series and shit. A bunch of fucking hypocrites. I hate them.
What was that game that was like showed off at a Nintendo Direct, and it was about collecting NFTs?
What?
Fuck, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, that was it was a Sony event. One of the two. Some fucking card game where all your cards are NFTs. Nothing?
Yeah,
Got nothing?
that's-
No, I don't remember
It sounds
this.
familiar, but I can't
Fuck.
think of a name to save my life. I'm a little too sauced.
I think pirating one of those games, pirating those cards is actually stealing money out of
I mean, that'd be kind of rad. That's the beginning of net running.
NFT.
Yeah,
Pirating,
like shit, a digital heist.
pirating the Bitcoin address. Oh man, I wish. So there's pretty much no nuance to the Activision Blizzard thing. They're fucked. I hope
Yep.
they burn. And
Yep.
What else could there be, really?
And then Ubisoft is facing the exact same, well, not like as bad, I don't think, but still pretty fucking bad in French court.
I thought that was Quantic Dream, and Ubisoft got off like scot-free without any legal repercussions.
No, Ubisoft's like being tried in like French court.
Hell yes. Thank God. Fucking finally. That shit took forever. That shit got leaked, or not leaked, but like
Yeah.
exposed in like February, I want to say.
Yeah, they've been investigating this whole time, but it still fucking sucks that all of games media was just like, whatever. I mean,
Let's just
nothing
not
came
talk
of it.
about it.
Yeah, let's keep covering their games. We don't want to lose our our advanced copies.
Jason Schreier. Fucking piece of shit. We should talk about that. He knew the whole time about all of the Activision shit and just chose not to say anything.
Oh shit.
Many journalists in the field did. They knew. They fucking knew. And they chose not to say anything because they would be on Activision's
Yeah,
blacklist.
same story as always. Look at Hollywood.
Fucking Gamergate. Oh my god. What a goddamn nightmare.
On where? Hold on. So Activision HQ is Santa Monica. Hold on. Blizzard HQ. Yeah, Irvine, California. Here's my thing when it comes to this whole Cosby Room thing. What the fuck is it with Californians and positions of power and orgies, these sex parties? Like, what the fuck is it? They're all a bunch of fucking coomers. It's insane.
Silicon Valley, like, the feeling that they're invincible.
It's the most fucking... It's literally just a whole bunch of fucking, like, coomer nerds. Just, like, how the fuck? It's just crazy to me.
Making up for their lives in high school. Didn't go to prom. Kind of fucking dickhead.
Ugh. So it's the same shit as, like, Bohemian Grove government people, just for different reasons.
Speaking of, don't forget, Bobby Kotick was on Epstein's fucking...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Real.
that smile that Bobby Kotick has, he was definitely fucking... He was fucking. For sure. That guy's a fucking weirdo.
Many.
Oh yeah,
He was fucking many children. What's
J.
up?
Allen Brack just fucking left.
I don't even remember who that is.
That's the president of Blizzard. You know, the guy who gave the apology for the Hong Kong thing at BlizzCon?
Right.
The quote-unquote apology.
Yeah. Goddamn. Good. I hope that he leaves this mortal plane and enters a 6-foot grave.
Yeah. One of the things that I heard, though, was that Activision was trying to say, like, oh, that kind of culture... Excuse me. Yeah.
You just vomit?
No, I just coughed.
No, it's the government. They're activating the kill phrase.
The microchip. Bill Gates spilled his coffee.
But no, apparently Activision is trying to, like, pin it now on, like, oh, that's just Blizzard culture. That's not Activision. Or that's, like, pre-acquisition,
Merger?
pre-merger Blizzard,
I mean,
which is bullshit.
Blizzard's been shitty for a while, but, you know, they're just trying to fucking deflect.
Yeah.
I wonder what's up at the Call of Duty studios. I wonder what they're about. I want to be a fly in the wall on their studio. I don't know. I get the feeling like those aren't like weird fucking Coomer sex pests. I get the feeling like the Call of Duty studios are like meat grinders. They're just like production lines.
Yeah, probably so.
Like nobody's happy. Not even the seniors are happy. They're just clocking in and clocking out. Sometimes for 80 hours a week.
Mm-mm-mm.
I wonder what Bungie's like nowadays.
I haven't...
I wonder they like. I wonder how their culture is.
Yeah, that's a good question. I know they're not doing too good on the game itself.
Nah, Destiny 2's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I haven't even heard anything about Destiny in a hot minute. They've really, like, dropped the ball on that ship.
They keep taking shit out of the game that people have paid for. Like, entire maps.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, the game's, it's getting too big. And it's like, well, fucking, why is the game so fucking big? There's games with way bigger maps that are nowhere near that size. And, like, Warzone was
fucking
fucking
big
300
because-
gigabytes. It's ridiculous.
Since they left Activision, they've basically been like putting Destiny 1 content into the game.
And taking out the Destiny 2
Yeah.
content.
Yeah. And then finally, when they add something original, they add like a pay-to-win element to the game.
Fucking blows. It sucks.
Yeah.
I wanted the developers of Halo to do something cool again, but whatever. I just
Yeah.
got to deal with this now. I think they were hiring for some other shit, but whatever.
Yeah. And then fucking, is it Phil Schiller who's the head of Xbox, or am I thinking of someone else?
I mean, Phil Spencer?
Phil Spector?
Phil Spencer, yeah.
Phil
Yeah.
Spector,
Yeah.
maybe?
Who's like on Twitter like, oh, well maybe we can get our favorite indie studio to work on the Halo franchise now that they're not working with Activision. Oh.
I don't think they even want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think Bungie's too eager to get back under the fucking heel of Microsoft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Even if it's like just to like work on Halo without being acquired. But knowing Microsoft, they've probably tried to acquire Bungie.
Yeah, there's...
They
You
probably
can't
did.
just, like, dip
Well,
in. They'll drag you into the fucking pool screaming.
They did during that during the breakup. Like Microsoft tried to buy him for ludicrous amounts of money, and the Bungie leads were just like, nope, we're just not doing it. Get the fuck out of here. We don't give a shit how much you pay us.
God damn, this peanut butter needs to get off my teeth.
And then they made something worse. I wonder if Destiny was always the vision that they had. How it is now.
I mean, didn't it get scrapped multiple times?
I mean, like now Destiny. I wonder if that's what they always wanted to do.
I think it's just disappointing how small it is. It's such a stupid excuse that they they remove stuff. It's like, oh, it's too big. Like, come on, man.
Compress it.
Yeah, like
Yeah, what Destiny could be is like a really fucking good game.
because
but it
yeah,
just,
I enjoyed Destiny. It's a fun game for what it is, but it's like stop taking shit out of it. Like its biggest things doesn't have enough content, and you fucking take out content to put in more. Like that's not a good business
Not
model.
helping.
No game does that.
yeah, most of my
Not Warframe. Go ahead, Mel.
Oh. Yeah, most of my playtime in Destiny was catching up to the latest expansion right before Shadowkeep. And then Shadowkeep drops and it's like, wow, there's no fucking content here.
There's like 15 story missions or something.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I wish I had gotten in during Forsaken.
It's fucking wild. FF14. Every expansion is a whole new fucking video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much. It is ridiculous. Maybe I don't want to give them ideas, and I don't know if it would even help. But maybe if Destiny 2 stopped doing $60 expansion packs every
Yeah.
2 years or whatever, what if they just went to a sub model?
As long as they fix their fucking compress their goddamn file size. Like I can't even imagine what takes up that much space. Like they're not using fucking mega textures. Their music isn't like flax or something. Their maps aren't even that big. They're a good size.
It's not even-
so have a ton of
It's not even just like a $60 expansion though. It's like they're adding that onto what you have to buy to like get the complete game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like even WoW, but also FF14. It's like whenever you buy the latest expansion, it comes with all the previous ones.
Yeah.
You know what was the nail in the coffin and why I don't even want to give it a try anymore? I tried to go back because I just wanted to fucking do I wanted to make a new character because I wanted to experience the campaign again. And by that I mean, the beginning and it's not in the fucking game anymore. You just start, like, the tower's already unlocked and everything, and it's like, I get it. They're trying to, like, move the timeline forward as time goes on. Whoa, but it's like, there's all this fucking shit that you just can't do anymore, and it's like, I just wanted to go do that again.
I don't understand.
Like, I'm glad that I experienced it while it was there, for sure, but, like, why the fuck can't I just go back and play it? Why can't you have a separate fucking server or something? Like, a whole different install?
I mean...
It's stupid.
And they had the fucking, like, solution where you could go back and replay all the campaign stuff.
Yeah.
But then they cut it out.
So, like, I don't know who the fuck is managing them. They're so goddamn inept. Ugh.
Destiny.
God, and I can't believe I bought that game again on Xbox to play with my Jackass X.
Yeah, what the fuck is your problem? What's your damage?
I mean... I think my damage is a little more than buying fucking Destiny, considering I moved to Ohio.
For, like, mediocre dick and...
Well, not even that.
You're thinking with your non-existent ass.
He basically wanted a mom who would put a dick in his ass.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Nice. And now your dick doesn't work.
Yeah, no, that's part of why he left me, because he's like, oh, wait.
You can't fuck my ass.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, hey, buddy, I'm trying to get fucked up the ass over here. Hey, come on, you're doing me dirty.
You saying you can't fuck my ass? Is that what you saying?
That's a deal breaker, Holmes. I'm trying to get stuffed.
No, he's a rich ass white boy from Florida. He doesn't sound like that.
Oh, it's...
No. He does, but it's like he's like
he's faking it to fit in, so he can keep getting bath salts for the weekends.
In Ohio.
I mean, apparently he knew someone who could like hook us up with drugs, and I was just like,
oh boy,
that's cool. Introduce me to them.
He's like,
like,
they're out of town.
Like,
they're out of town. I don't know when they're coming back.
Like, no, I don't want my friends to know that I'm dating. Yeah.
Oh, they go to another school, I mean.
No, this was Ohio. There was nothing for like 2 hours from this college town.
This rules.
That sounds like a good way to
How was that?
end up in a garbage bag after sleeping in a fucking bathtub for 9 hours.
An ice bath. Keeps the blood in.
Blood in, blood
How was
out.
that, Mel? How was Ohio besides the everything else?
I mean, it was a bunch of fucking old people, weird conservatives everywhere. I mean, it was such a weird fucking experience because I was like in a college town, like an infamous party school during the middle of fucking COVID, where everyone was doing classes online.
So it was like a dead silent fucking.
It's like the town was abandoned, but like my apartment building, because everybody else was also screwed into signing a lease before COVID.
Right.
Everyone else was fucking partying, and I was just like, nope, stay away from me.
Did you see any people on heroin nodding out?
I saw some needles, in the grass, but I didn't see anyone actually use it.
Really? Unironically?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Like, I've always heard those Dave Chappelle jokes about heroin addicted whites in Ohio, but I thought he was just exaggerating. Apparently not.
No, this is like like I said, a fucking party school.
Jesus Christ!
Like a bunch of rich white kids.
They're probably making their own heroin too.
Yeah, what do you think those chemistry degrees are for?
Yeah.
God, what is Ohio? Like, what is Ohio? What do they do? Like, I know what almost every other state in the country does. What the fuck does Ohio contribute to the world? I thought that was Alabama. They got that on lock.
I mean, it's like one half farmlands, one half like factories.
Jesus.
I'm saying, Alabama has incest too, but why would you not diversify your portfolio?
That's true. You gotta like spread out. I mean, you got fucking, what is it? Yeah, think about it. You got crazy ass gangs over on the West Coast, California.
Yeah.
And you got crazy ass gangs over in New York on the East Coast. You gotta spread that shit out.
Except those are legal citizens, though.
Yeah, that's true. They're lawfully congregated. I mean, they're just doing barbecues and fucking doing silly dances in the street. They ain't hurting nobody.
That's what gangs are. That's what the bloods are all about, man.
You know what I love? You've seen the video of the dude? I think he's a
The block
no,
party
the
video?
Crip dancing in a diaper. You've never seen the Crip in the diaper,
No,
dude?
I've
Walks
not.
out. He's got the Timbs on. He's got the cap, and he's got a diaper. He's like, oh shit, he out here Crip walking in the diaper. Dance for him, cuzzo, dance. And he's fucking tearing it down.
What the fuck? Nah, I've
I
never
gotta
seen
get that
this.
video for you, dude. It's so good.
Sounds excellent.
Crip walk on him,
We're out
cuzzo.
of news, right? No more news?
I mean,
fuck.
do we want to talk about Violet blowing the fuck up, or is that like
That's pretty... I think my
Kinda-
cat just destroyed my GPU.
What?
oh what?
Like, touched my monitors with her, like, her muzzle? Whatever the fuck, her nose. And both of my monitors just went
Jesus
out, like,
fucking
on the
Christ.
back. So I don't
Damn.
know what her fucking problem is.
Also, talk about what now?
This is super, super... I mean, we have
It's like specific to like our.
Yeah, we have a rep for
Yeah.
this. It's more brony shit.
Oh.
Yeah,
We have a rep.
it would be
that we
it would be good to talk about if we had Pang here.
Yeah. Fuck. I just remembered that he asked to be on it earlier. God damn it. I forgot. Sorry, Peng. He might have to censor that. He's trying not to go by that name.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh well. Anyways, Violet Pony blew up on RYM. Currently, her album is number 1, 2021. And people are pissed. People are really fucking mad that a fucking cartoon horse album by a tranny is fucking the best thing. The
Yeah,
number one.
and now Nicky and I are betting that Fantano's gonna
Fantano.
have to review
Oh
it.
my god, please.
Yes.
Please let it happen.
My usage of tranny is not intended to be legitimate.
Nah, you got
Sorry,
you got
Violet.
your T-pass. You're fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, they're mad about that. I mean, hey, that's America, baby. It's the land of opportunity. If you don't like people getting opportunity, go fuck yourself.
Land of opportunity. Trying to go to a bar.
Yo.
There's a bar near my work. I gotta remember not to say what my occupation.
Yeah, you're a chiropractor. we'll go with that.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, you straighten out people's backs. You know what I'm saying? Try to hear those bones crack. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, love popping my customers' boners.
I feel a lot of tension here. There's a knot. Let me just knead that out.
So yeah, there's a bar and a liquor store like right next to where I work, which you guys know
Awesome
is
combination.
Funny. Yeah, I haven't been to that bar yet. It's like a tap room brewery they call it, and that's like my favorite liquor store right by it. It's got everything. It's like it's small, but it still somehow has everything I've ever needed. I've never not found what I'm looking for in there. They got every Four Loko flavor. The only one they're missing is like a seltzer and hemp. They don't have hemp. I don't know who the fuck has Four Loko hemp, but it's out there.
That's the whitest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I'm desperate to try it. I want to know how bad it is. It's got to be terrible.
Probably tastes like grass juice.
It tastes like that fucking cucumber Gatorade. flavor.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've had that. That's really not good. It's really bad when you mistake that one for like the lemon lime, and then you're like chugging it down because you're like, oh, lemon lime, my favorite, and then you vomit. Something about a bar. Fuck. What were we talking about before that? Oh, the T-Pass, Violet Pony.
Yeah.
Related. Beaver and I are gonna listen to that on Friday night. I've yet to, because it's also like a billion fucking songs.
Oh shit.
It's a really long album, and I don't know. I liked some of the singles. Not all of them, but I liked some of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see how I feel about it. Regardless, if Fantano gives a review to that shit and it's a high score, that album is gonna really blow up. And I fucking hate Fantano, but I think this is the funniest thing that could happen. Good talk.
Yeah. This is. I mean, I only really know Violet because like people I know Violet.
Know a guy who knows.
Like she never really like hung around with, you know, in Rin server.
In redacted number 2.
I mean,
Can we? Oh right, yeah.
I mean,
I forgot. Yeah. No, I know.
yeah.
Oh, does she listen to these?
Nope.
Oh, Beaver, are you there yet?
Damn.
Yo,
Good talk, Beef.
yo, Sal,
This is the
get this.
best.
Look at this thing somebody just sent me. I just DM'd you it.
Oh, you can put that in the podcast channel. That's
Oh,
fine.
dude, hell yeah.
Very funny that Beaver said before we went live, nobody would even notice if I never talked, and now she's committing to that.
Are we sure that that's a bit at this point?
I don't know. She could be dead, but I hope not, because I mean, if she just never talks and I never get her audio, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un looking at the pendulum cock. Fuck, I'm out of shit now. Yeah. What else happened? Come on.
I'm looking.
Kanye, what's trending? 24 tracks, Donda, pre-order live on iTunes. None of the tracks are named. The album is a black square. He renamed himself Gone on Twitter. Oh no.
No shit. He changed his bio to just 3 dots.
Yeah.
Going through some shit right now.
He really is. He's really dealing.
You know what I love?
What the?
I love the one when Trump lost, when people made the edit of Trump with the Tokyo Ghoul hair playing that one song.
Oh yeah.
So this fucking Fox News screenshot that I just posted, it took me a solid 30 seconds to confirm that wasn't Sargon.
Oh yeah, he kind of looks like it, huh?
Yeah, I was like, why is Sargon on Fox News?
I thought you were gonna say like the guy in the picture instead. It's like, no, that's Tony.
Yo, you know what kills me with Fox? Speaking of Fox,
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, Sean Hannity and all of them say, oh, don't get vaccinated, don't trust the vaccine," and yet it's like they're vaccinated because Fox has a mandatory vaccination thing for all employees.
You know. Kanye's concert listening party tonight is just giving out the vaccine.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Damn.
They can get the Pfizer vaccine
Ew.
at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
I'd rather get heroin than Pfizer at a Kanye concert, honestly.
Yeah, that seems.
I'm pretty.
That seems like a fucked up thing to even.
If it was, I'd honestly rather the heroin take the chance that eliminates any virus in my bloodstream than fucking whatever's in Pfizer, that fucking witch brew and monkey nut or whatever the fuck they put in it.
Man, I'm trying to get on them opioids, trying to cure this COVID.
Trying to boost my immune system, you feel?
Yeah. I'm taking multivitamins with my opioid suppositories.
I'm smashing up these fucking vitamins and pills with my Coke.
Going to a pill party, hoping that the fucking crazy mixture just gives me something to fight COVID.
I don't have insurance, bro. I can't get that vaccine. It's like, no, you don't need it. It's free. It's like, huh? What? I'm trying to shoot up.
Nah. You don't understand. My Uncle Joey, he got you on the corner. Hosting a party tonight. Just go in there, grab a handful of pills, shove them in there, you'll be fine.
Yeah, there's zinc, there's fucking Gorilla Biscuits, they got everything in there. COVID won't even survive.
They got fish oil, B11, Percocet.
we got that Perk 500. Thing is, COVID-19 is Perk 500 milligrams. That's like 400 over. Like, this COVID-19 can't even survive. That's mathematics.
It works like Dragon Ball. You don't even know.
It's the power level, son. Look at it. Put that shit in the scanner. See what happens.
Perk 30's already beaten COVID.
Yeah, why do you think New York has a... Oh, wait. I'm getting an update. No, infection statistics in New York are actually abysmal. I retract the statement. Speaking of COVID, I'm getting my second shot tomorrow.
Yeah, cool.
I think.
Yeah.
You won't be vaccinated when you're over, technically, but whatever. Fuck
I
it.
think. Hold on.
All of us are.
7. I need to do the math, actually. I need to count the days, because...
It's a 2-week incubation or whatever.
Let me see.
For the alien baby to grow in your arm.
Oh, does that turn you into, like, Birkin from fucking Resident Evil 2?
I was thinking more like a Metroid that impregnates itself inside you, but yeah.
Let me see. Alright, what's this? 7, 6, 20, 21.
You counting now?
And then,
What if we did a hard swerve in the children podcast?
how do you mean?
Like, we were just like, alright kids, you know what's up. We're gonna start fucking counting numbers. Here's the colors of the rainbow through audio. The world's first deaf kids, blind kids podcast.
That'd be pretty progressive. I'd be all about it. I could definitely throw down on some ABCs for those fucking blind kids.
Fuck that deaf kid podcast.
Oh, you said deaf kid blind. This looks like a fucking Naruto jutsu compilation.
It's the sounds of us doing noises in the microphone.
Lots of fucking just. I just turned my fucking light off from clapping. God damn it. Fuck, I'm gonna turn that back on. Thank God for the clapper. Man. Blind, deaf kids, whatever, must be super confused by the clapper. How can they know when it's on? They can't.
They just feel the air pressure change, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?
I can feel the light waves.
Why does my body feel half a degree down?"
Oh, but I.
Or rather, because they were born deaf and blind, their understanding of language wouldn't be complete, so they'd go, ugh.
Holy fuck!
It's the worst thing I've ever
All I can think of that is the Bert Kreischer
really
bit
bad.
on fucking what was it? Fucking Anne not Anne Frank, the other one.
Oh god, I don't know.
Helen
Helen,
Keller?
yeah, Helen Keller in the fucking like Helen Keller, the fucking Nazis were after her. It's like how the fuck did she? How did she hide from the Nazis? Which is going. They made her live in a fucking attic. What the fuck?
How did they tell her? What really fucked up my world perception was finding out that Helen Keller was not born blind and deaf.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she wasn't born that way, so she knew language and shit.
Jesus, what the?
That
What happened? Did the fucking did the Jews? Not the Jews. Did the Nazis do it to her? What the fuck?
I think a flashbang went off right in front of her face, and that was what.
Man, that'd be insane. Remind me not to go up against the police.
I kind of want to know what it's like to get flashbanged.
Honestly, yeah.
Does it work like a video game where like your vision fucking overlays on itself?
I think it's just everything goes white for a minute, and then it fades back in, like the color comes back.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's not fun. And like the ear-piercing fucking ringing must be a pain in the ass.
I already have that every day.
Yeah, I get that too.
Worse.
I fall asleep to that.
No, I have to have white noise when I sleep, or not white noise, but something.
I listen. What got me is like I realized like man, I do not need to listen to Death Grips at 100% volume anymore. I really need to calm down with this, and that's when I started very patient or not patiently, very closely paying attention to the volume of my PC.
Nah, I was borderline born with that shit. My dad, we were fucking. He had this big ass Ford Bronco, right? 1990s, I forget what, but it's functionally a monster truck. I swear to God. And my dad's like a metal guy. He's old, so he's like into Slayer and Megadeth and what have you. And he's really into music, or he was. So he had these really expensive car speakers, and they were really fucking loud. And my mom is the breadwinner, right? So my dad was the one driving me around places. And of course, he had that shit at full blast all of the time. So I just grew up having ringing in my ears because my dad was like, "Ah, fuck it, he'll be fine."
It's like, how are his ears gonna get stronger if he doesn't train them? Like, what the fuck?
How's he gonna get stronger if he doesn't train him?
It's like Dragon Ball Z.
It's fucking for my ears first. Goku punching the shit out of my ears.
Yeah, that's the sound waves.
It's like hearing the fucking sane like charging noise of wee wee.
Yeah, that's the noise. That just means your eardrums are powering up. Speaking of, I was thinking about it. You mentioned like one of these days you're gonna be picked for that fucking music thing. It's gonna happen eventually. Yeah, no, me talking about me.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I've been thinking like the whole time I've been thinking ever since you mentioned that music bot. I'm like, man, what would I even play? And I figured it out today. I'm not gonna say what it is until the day I get picked, but I know what I'm gonna play.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a Viper album.
That would be hilarious, but no. An actual album, something that you guys would be able to appreciate, something you'd be able to understand artistically. I have to take pity on you. I can't just bust out Viper on y'all.
Viper is like, he sounds normal now.
Is he still releasing music? I haven't checked on him in a minute.
I believe he is releasing 6 albums a day.
God bless.
I think he's still doing it. And the same music video every time.
Hundreds like pennies. I got hundreds like they pennies. There are 2 types of souls. Those that got the COVID vaccine made from the murder of one of God's infants, aka the mark of the beast, and those that didn't. Soon Christ will take those that didn't to heaven if you can still save your soul by denouncing your shot, the God and all. I gotta follow his fucking Twitter account. This is fucking tremendous.
There was a long time where it was just very unclear if Viper was shitposting. And I guess it's been revealed. He is shitposting.
Man, that's not a shit post. That's a cry from God's warrior right there.
It's an epiphany.
It's a revelation. Viper the rapper selling crack to other planets. It just writes itself. This Christian business is wild, man. 9 hours ago. He's rapping over a
How old is
Christian.
Viper, do you think?
What'd you say?
How old is he, do you think?
Oh, Viper? 40 something, I think.
I would have said that 10 years ago.
Hold on, let's find out.
Like, how fucking...
49! He's
Like,
only
look,
49.
man. He's got hella gray hairs now.
Man, he's lived on the streets. He's seen some things.
God bless. This man is almost 50 and he's been a poser
Dude, these fucking...
his whole life.
Studio albums, mixtapes, at least like the big official ones on YouTube. My Yellow Girlfriend. Cops are jealous losers. What nightmare? You're awake 5. Oh, cops can't read. Good
Podcast
times.
titles. Ugh. Alright. Do we got much else we want to talk about?
I got nothing. What about? Oh, what about Beaver?
Yeah, Beaver, you got anything? Away on Discord.
What's up, guys? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm gay. Oh, I suck black. Oh, I have a tattoo of a spade on my head.
You'll never guess what my favorite card in a fucking poker deck is.
The spade.
Holy shit.
You'll never guess what my favorite piece of farming equipment is.
Holy fuck.
You'll never guess what my favorite thing to do to an animal.
Beav has done more for racial relations in America than fucking the NAACP.
Yeah, at least Beaver's not pretending.
Yeah, Beaver's not pretending to fucking quake in the knees when seeing a black person.
She's just actually quite.
It's not out of fear either. Oh, that's a good bit. That's a good bit.
Alright, that's a solid.
That's pretty good.
Alright, pausing.
Yep. You hit the red button.